Okay, we're going live.
All right, quiet in the studio.
I mean, not too quiet, but a little quiet.
It's like, oh, is this not too high?
I don't know. Carrie's.
Terry, is this your mask?
Take it.
No. That's obviously an unused one, but somebody probably just
Executive.
Oh yeah, this is mine.
All right, are we
That's
ready?
my white claw. Hand it over. Hand it over. Hand it over. Me. That was 90% correct.
Will you keep an eye on that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Listen, we're live.
All right, are we ready? 5, 4, 3. No.
Live on Twitch at AFS. The yearly tradition. Folkwise live at AFS. Now with a live studio audience. Yay! Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Dom.
Oh, Daisy.
What are you doing here? Kids in the studio? What's oh my God, cosplay kids. It's the second time of the year. We always hang out.
That's true. We see each other twice a year.
Officially twice a year.
And now,
hopefully more.
And hey, wait, can you see my Harley jacket?
If you flip around. Hey, let me see what you
That's not free. And so finally, Daisy and I are hanging out twice while I'm in costume. Hey, everyone, we're back at the American Folklore Society annual meeting 2022 in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
We are in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This AFS, the American Folklore Society, is the annual organization that the most professional folklorists come to. That's how I want to say it that way.
It's Nerd Summer Camp. It's Nerd Summer Camp. We're all here.
It's the largest professional conference in North America for folklorists to come hang out at. It's where we all get to chat and catch up. It's
do papers, do work.
It's like a place where we get to have a reunion and catch up on what everybody's thinking about and talking about, and where their institutions are not, or what kind of art they're making, or this place there was puppets. Somebody was making displays. That's our favorite word. There were puppets that people made out of garbage. That was really cool. We saw Jeana Jorgensen's panel. If you all know the Jeana Jorgensen meme, the asshole poster. Anyway, there was lots of things. I did my decomposition paper, which you can watch on YouTube if you didn't catch it. We got a bunch of folklorists in the room. We want to give them interviews.
Yes, we want to give them an interview. It'll be like the back half of an episode, but very frequent.
Yeah, no video games,
minutes,
lots of people.
Lots of talking. Daisy, go wrangle more people in.
I will.
Rest your fucking voice.
I'm here. Oh, Shirley can put that on. We got double camera.
And we've got Shirley. Okay, you ready? Are we ready? Let us know
we're ready.
Oh, we are ready? Yeah, we're up?
Yeah, we're up.
You gotta give me like a system of pointing.
Okay.
All right. Hey, our first guest, he just won an award. Is this your first AFS?
This is my second AFS.
This is your second AFS?
Yeah, first one was online.
Oh, okay. This is your first in-person AFS.
First in-person,
Introduce yourself to chat.
So hey guys, I use he, him pronouns. My name is Sylas Alvarez. I'm originally from New York, and I am currently going to Western Kentucky University. I'm a second-year grad student, and I'm about to take comps in about 2.5 weeks, so pray for me.
You won an award in the public folklore section, right?
I did.
What did you win?
I won the Archie Green Travel Award.
Nice.
Let's go.
Gary, you won an award. You weren't there to receive it.
Did I?
Yeah, they're like, is Jared, 3 times they asked, is Jared Smith here?
That's because I gave them the full award.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I got, I think the award was for $500 for travel back and forth and for food and all that.
Ayo.
Share it with my friends Ayo. So, really, really nice, honestly. I don't have to worry about, do I have enough gas to get there, or are we going to have to, try and glide our way in to Tulsa? But, all good.
Did you glide at all? You do some gliding?
Oh, I did anyway. I'm saving on gas. I have to.
Stuff.
Yeah, I have one of those 2010 Chevy Impalas, and those things will just they will coast. I've coasted in that car for 2 miles, no foot on the gas, nothing, just coasted, and it saves a lot of gas if you can do it right.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. This is your first in-person AFS.
It is, yes.
It could be a paper, it could be something other than a paper. What's your favorite thing you saw at AFS this year?
Oh god. Favorite thing I saw at AFS has to have been I saw this really, really awesome dude. It was like during the local learning talk a couple days ago, and a guy came up and gave like a little presentation, PowerPoint presentation on his dissertation. Which I did not know you could do this, but his dissertation was a fucking music album. I can swear, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dog got me on stream saying my favorite word is bitch.
She said bitch so many times in her. Yeah.
So apparently you can do your dissertation as in like an album.
Yeah.
And so he collected like 60 plus like local like black artists and created an album about the Tulsa massacre.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
It was like super amazing music. It's on like Spotify.
Link in chat. No, I don't know if we have the link in chat.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the playlist?
I don't remember the name of the playlist, but it.
You know what you can do? You can log into Twitch and post this in chat later once you find it.
Oh my god, I go back sitting down.
Oh yeah. You have brought something special for this last segment that you're going to do. Tell chat how we are going to open up the stream tonight.
So I guess we're going to open up the stream with the tarot readings. Yes. I am what they call a baby witch. I've only been doing my tarot readings for about a year
Isn't
now.
that the smallest sandwich at Witch Witch? Or Baby Witch?
Yeah. You have like the major witch, the mini witch, and then the baby witch.
The dipper.
So baby witch just means I'm very new to the practice. I haven't practiced a lot, but I have gotten, I think, pretty good at tarot readings. I predicted having a horrendous year. I pulled a tower, and that was horrendous. I had a horrible wreck of a year. So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. At least I got some warning.
My understanding of tarot starts with Fire Emblem Three Houses,
Right.
Because the sigils of the Great Houses and Fire Emblem Three Houses are the major arcana.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pull like the Empress, I'm gonna go fatal card. You know?
Yeah. I don't really pull the Empress card a lot, but I pull a lot of Wheel of Fortune.
That is Hilda. That's Hilda. It's the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat. Fire Emblem. Exclamation point Fire Emblem in chat. Okay. So, how do we get started?
So, I like to wake up my cards or to clear them of any energy that might have been left over from
Chat's
last
behind
week.
you.
Oh my god! Oh, by the way,
She studies death, by the way.
this deck is Murder of Crows. I bought this deck from a local business in Bowling Green, Kentucky that got absolutely wrecked by the tornado. So, I feel like he's a little souvenir. Just a little souvenir. So I give him a few knocks to wake him up. I tell him good morning or good evening, what time it is, and then I do a little shuffle. Hello?
Hello? Is it trying to get out?
Uh-oh.
So what does that mean?
It means that immediately I wanted to say something. Pull a singular card, I can turn it around. It is a Four of Cups turned upside down. So it's reversed.
Oh wait, you gotta drag it, Charles. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, I can choose it on this view. Here we go.
Okay, here you go.
Ooh.
Ooh. Here's what it looks like actually like turned right side up, just so chat can see it properly. So this is the thing that I'm really terrible at as a baby witch, which is I have not memorized all of the cards and their meanings, and I'm really, really terrible at interpreting art on cards. It's something that I still have to really work on. But I know cups is usually like love or like relationships. 4 is an even number, which usually means like bringing in something positive or things coming in pairs. Reverse means that it's probably not going to be so good. We might get a little messy here. Maybe somebody will spill their drink. Who knows? Let me actually pull up a quick definition. I have a specific site that I go on to look up definitions just to double check what I'm doing. Actually, I can pull from this.
Next.
Most tarot decks.
Do you like look at these while you pull? Like I have to be your Should I be your second and look up the meanings?
You can if you want.
Okay.
So there's like wands is up here. The major arcana is at the front. This is wands. You can skip through wands and get to. There's swords. You're not in swords. They're not in wands. This is still wands.
That's the Ten of Swords.
Pentacles. Pentacles is usually like money related. Here we go. Four of Cups. You have perched for too long in one place and have forgotten what you were waiting for. In the midst of solitude, you can contemplate unhatched plans and unfulfilled dreams. You can try to remember who you were supposed to be, but if you remain seated here, you might stagnate in a fog of anguish and regret. Knowing what you have failed to accomplish and what has eluded your grasp, look over your shoulder. A possibility awaits you if you will only notice it. Look over your shoulder.
Wait,
Dom.
Anyone who's got like the 5 a.m. flight out of here, like, is breathing a sigh of relief after hearing that.
Right.
Wait, so what does it mean when it's reversed?
Reverse means it's quite the opposite.
We're fine.
Okay, we're good.
So this is actually positive. So it means that instead of being perched for too long, maybe we're surging forward. Going forward with confidence. We're maybe not forgetting, but remembering. We're not in solitude, but amongst many people. We have a lot of people here with us. So yeah, it looks like we are going forward with a bunch of a good group of people, and not to look over our shoulders, but maybe to look ahead.
Yeah, I like it.
So this is actually quite good news.
It is.
Very good. So I think that was the deck saying, "Hi, everybody."
Yeah, I think throwing that out was I think a very good sign.
That's a pretty good
sign. You're all in the right place. Welcome. What a great way to open the live from Manifesto.
Honestly, yeah.
Sylas, you said you're in chat sometimes.
I am in chat sometimes.
Okay. Then I will see you in chat. Chat will see you amongst their ranks. Yeah. We've got. How many whiteboards do we have in the chat? Like in the in-person studio. Are we handing them out to the in-person studio?
Are we handing them out?
Drop some ladders on your whiteboard for Sylas.
Or you could buy a ladder sticker for $4.
Or you could buy a ladder sticker for $4. Hold on, I think Caitlin's got this. Yeah! All right. Everybody, round of applause for Sylas. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to the reverse player cups for welcoming us.
Yeah.
And here we go. Next guest, you can make your way to the hot seat. And, people don't know. Ladders are like how we do a round of applause while you can't hear us. So it's only a good thing. Who, raise your hand if you watched the show before you came into this room. Okay, like 50-50. Okay, ladders are a good thing, don't worry. Part two. Our second guest is here. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Bob.
Introduce yourself to chat.
I'm Mary Magoulick. I probably am the oldest person here tonight. This is my 30th anniversary of coming to America.
Whoa!
I did my PhD in folklore at Indiana University. Shout out for I graduated in 2000, and since then I've been a professor in the English department at Georgia College in Milledgeville, Georgia, which is perhaps most famous for two things: the hometown and alma mater of Flannery O'Connor, the Southern Gothic writer, and home to what is perhaps the biggest and one of the worst, what we used to call an insane asylum in the world, and so going to Milledgeville meant.
Oh.
And there was a lot of ugly history connected to that, but it's actually officially closed now, but there are still a few pictures.
Yeah, my brother went to college in Athens, Ohio, and that was like part of Halloween tourism is to break into the abandoned hospital and touch the spot on the floor that drives people like that. Yeah. You also won an award today, right? You won something?
Yeah, at the meeting, I was awarded an honorable mention for the Ellie Kungus Miranda Prize, which is the professional prize given out by the women's section of the American Folklore Society. So I wrote a book this year. It came out in February.
called The Goddess Myth in Contemporary Literature and Popular Culture, a Feminist Critique. And yeah, it was a great honor to be awarded something for many years of work on that book.
So what was your favorite thing you saw at your 30th AFS?
Yeah. First of all, I saw a lot of really great panels, and I try to make it a point to go to panels from in smaller rooms that are underrepresented. I went to one this morning that was a Native American focused panel, and I also do a lot of work with Native Americans. And I think maybe Ben Bridges' presentation on public art in Alaska, in Juneau, Alaska, was really good. He just did such an amazing job of putting together, like curating his PowerPoint, and kind of taking on a little persona, introducing us to, as though we were on a cruise ship that had pulled into the bay, and then showing us the art, and then analyzing it. It was great. And then I also went to the humor panel, and one of the presenters, Greg Kelly, had some very funny stories about parrots. I mean, parrot humor is a thing.
His parrots are great.
Yes.
I saw him at a store.
Yeah, it was really.
Love a Greg Kelly panel. They're always so funny. Yeah. I don't know, we missed each other at Dragon Con. You want to talk Dragon Con?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, what was your...
Wait, I've been waiting for you to connect about Dragon Con.
Let's talk. We have not talked Dragon Con. Oh my god. Okay, how many people were at Dragon Con this year?
I believe it was 65,000.
65,000. Okay, so we were both at Dragon Con, although there were 65,000 who missed each other. Okay, what was some of your favorite things you saw at Dragon Con? Because I can tell you mine. You tell me some of yours.
Well, I do love the cosplays. It is amazing how many creative cosplayers you see at Dragon Con. And Dragon Con is the only real convention like that I've ever been to. But one of my favorite panels there was, I went to some of the track stuff for Star Trek.
Trek.
Garrett Wong, his name is pronounced, I learned, who was on Star Trek Voyager, is the director of the Trek. He said that when he first came, he said, I really love this con, I want to keep coming back, but they said, no, we kind of rotate the stars, so you can only come every few years. But then he realized that if you were the director of the track, you could come every year. He was really funny and charming and smart. And one of the things he said is that compared to something, this is his favorite con, Dragon Con, and he's been to a lot of them, because at some of the really big ones like Comic-Con, first of all, you have to be in a lottery to get in, and it's impossible to get a hotel room and so on. But he said, really, not that many people are cosplayers. Whereas at Dragon Con, a good, I would say, 65% of people are in cosplay. I am not a cosplayer, but Dom, I think you are a cosplayer. Tell us about some of your cosplays.
Okay, I think I brought 7 to Dragon Con this year. If you count, maybe that's like if you count like my Umbreon pajamas, like my Kigurumi. I did Nandor, and I had a Laszlo and a Naja in my group, and we met the actor who plays Guillermo from What We Do in the Shadows. I did a full. He's so nice, and he crashed the What We Do in the Shadows fan meetup when they were really taking the photos, and they were just like, "All right, all the Guillermos," and he got in at the front, and everyone started screaming. It was so cute, so adorable. He also came to Spectrum, which is like the pop-up gay bar. He got up with he was in the DJ booth at that, all through Spectrum. It was so much fun. He's the nicest guy. Yeah, we got a picture taken with him.
Smart and funny.
Yeah,
and humble.
because there was also the reunion of the librarians. He was there for that.
Oh yeah.
What else? I did 3 Fire Emblem 2 or 3 Fire Emblem cosplays. That's what this jacket is. I did full drag Harley Quinn. I did yeah, Damon. Yes. I was in a House of the Dragon costume contest as Damon, and I just like being a blonde. I'm just gonna say it. Between Damon and Harley Quinn, I think I'm a blonde at heart.
Anyway, Dragon Con's a blast.
Dragon Con is great.
And
how many years have you been to Dragon Con?
This was only my 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
Not that many. Even though I've lived in Georgia for all this time, I was late to discover it.
Oh yeah. Do we have an first? It was my first, and I'm in love. I love it so much. Do we have an audience question?
Fix that.
Audience, DragonCon question? Anything?
I have a Dragon Con question.
Yeah, Daisy, hit us.
My Dragon Con question is: how late did you stay up? Who was the worst roommate? And what was the favorite thing that happened in between your walk between hotels? That's 3 questions. That's too many. Choose one.
Is that for both of us?
No, it's just for Mary. Obviously, I know all your Dragon Con shit.
I'm gonna go to bed right after this. I'm not a late night person anymore, nor really was I ever. But so my roommate and I went back pretty quickly. We got along fine. I only had the one roommate. I did have 1 year. Well, this year walking back, I don't know if we went out on Peachtree at night, like Saturday night. There were those cars that were like lit up with the wheels lit up and everything, and the music completely blaring.
Oh, I heard
they were
that.
like stalled, sort of. So that was, you couldn't even hear yourself talk to anybody or anything. That was pretty intense. And then 1 year when I was walking back from the Sheraton to, I think, the AC Hotel, it was in the middle. So it's on a hill. There's 5 host hotels that DragonCon, plus many other satellite hotels around. And so going down the hill to things is super easy, but then going up the hill, and it's often like 95 degrees, although this year it was really good weather. But 1 year walking back up the hill, it was diving.
He looked like a wizard, and I stopped him and I took a picture, asked him for a picture, and he did this whole, like, everybody has their routine when you ask them for a picture. They do their poses and stuff. And I said, "Who are you? What wizard?" He said, "I'm the Wizard of Weed." And then I looked at him, and it was his whole... it was all like marijuana patterns and stuff everywhere. So he was pretty clever. Everybody's clever there. It's amazing what they do with their cosplay.
Hell yeah. All right, round of applause and or ladders for Mary. Mary, get sleep. Thank you for coming out. Everyone in chat. Making her 4th appearance on the show, right?
Maybe.
4th appearance on the show. Okay, The Wolf Among Us.
Yes.
The Sims Last AFS.
Oh yeah.
The episode where we read your book.
Oh yeah.
And now this, your 4th, joining the, who else is in the 4-timers club? Like Jen and TJ?
Yeah.
You are like the Steve Martin, Alec Baldwin, who else is on SNL all the time? Justin Timberlake, Martin Short, John Goodman. I don't watch enough SNL to actually know this. All right, so when you hit 5, you get like an emoji of a gold jacket. We can't actually buy you a gold jacket, but we can have like Chrissy do it like, I don't know, as a PNG file. Does that work?
Sounds
okay.
good, yeah.
Hey, Jeana, you're back on the show. Again, people might know you, people might remember you, but just in case, go ahead.
Yes, my PhD is in folklore from Indiana University. I teach, I write, I do other things, and I've just released Fairy Tales 101, which is sort of the sequel to Folklore 101. So
hell yeah. Fairy Tales 101. There we go. Thank you. Ladders. You're kind of getting into what you study, but also did you present this year?
yes.
Okay, talk about, that's a copy of Fairy Tales 101. There we go. Hello, it's a book. So buy that book. Unlike Jort's merch, you cannot just write, "I'm a fan of Fairy Tales 101" on a shirt. Jeana doesn't get paid for that.
You can try.
I'll do that, but I'll also like buy the book and send money your way. What did you present on?
Yes, I presented on transgender characters in retold fairy tales.
Ooh, such as?
There's a novel called Cinderella, 2 words, by S.T. Lin.
Okay.
And it's a black trans woman, Cinderella.
Okay.
And then author Anna Mardal has a collection of short stories that are retold Grimm's fairy tales, and that one is called Cinder the Fireplace Boy. So it's a trans man Cinderella. So I was just really kind of interested to see, like, the gender kind of could go either way.
Yeah.
And you still have this sort of oppressed, abjected Cinderella character.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. What were some of your favorite things you saw? Either papers or moments.
Yes, I loved the Queering Disney panel earlier today.
How was that?
So good.
I saw that on the program.
It was so good. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about queer coding, and especially the queer coded villains in Disney, which are quite prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
One paper focused very specifically on the character of LeFou in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh my God,
both
yeah.
the animated one and then the live action one. And the major conclusion was we didn't make him gay enough, darn it.
Nope.
For lots of reasons.
I agree.
So it was good.
Shouts out to Folklore 101. The chapter on coding is my favorite chapter.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's such a good concept.
Yeah, I feel like we don't talk about it enough. Well, not in current and present company, because you are talking about it currently. Okay, Jeana, I specifically asked you on here for this. I had to make sure I get this out. Okay, a little bit of channel lore.
Yes.
In our 3rd episode of the Twitch show, you were our guest. We played The Wolf Among Us. Shouts out to Donkey Skin, and we did a tier list of trickster, or it was an XY axis grid. Do you remember this?
Vaguely.
It was trickster figures on a scale from. It was a trickster figure XY axis grid, okay? And I think the top right-hand corner was a trickster figure you've co-authored an article about. Joe Biden.
Yes.
Okay. It's been a few years. He's gone from trickster figure to shooting laser beams out of his eyes. I want to know what you think about Joe Biden, trickster figure Joe Biden's evolution over the past couple of years.
Yeah, so I haven't officially studied the memes.
Well,
but I'm very interested in the Dark Brandon.
Dark Brandon.
Yes.
His evolved form.
Yes. I would need to gather more information to like really have an opinion here, but it seems to be one of those things where he's supposed to be cast as this like very scary, threatening figure.
Yeah.
But like, why are people afraid of him? I don't understand.
In the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was kind of as like the avatar of everything. Half of the country is afraid. Whoever would be the Democratic president would be the avatar of whatever half the country is afraid of anyway.
Yeah.
And it's also like trickster figure great uncle. And so it's kind of evolved into we are afraid of the trickster figure uncle shooting laser beams and calling the Pope every afternoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and doing his like shenanigans.
Yeah.
So it's like, something happens, anything happens, and it was like, Dark Brandon calls the Pope and says, "Yes, Your Holiness, the operation is concluded." Like shooting laser beams and erupting the earth. It's kind of like, when like a meme goes like full circle past irony to sincerity and then back to irony.
That's really interesting.
He's gone like 540 degrees, like back into ironic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I said that coding's my favorite chapter in Folklore 101. What's your what are you most proud of in Fairy Tales 101?
Ooh, well, okay. I got a 1-star review on Amazon.
Yes!
And the person who wrote, this is the only person who left a written review. So
Okay.
the rest are just stars. So I'm like, I need some more written reviews.
Okay.
This person was deeply disappointed that she spent her hard-earned money on this liberal woke propaganda.
Joe Brandon, he's back.
It's like I should read this full quote, but it's like apparently I have whitewashed feminism and I'm trying to force my views down everybody's throats, and this book is like garbage.
So buy it, everyone. Controversial author Jeana Jorgensen. Does anyone have a question? Anyone have a question for Jeana?
I have the review up.
Oh,
Shirley,
please.
project and go for it.
You want to
Do it on Shirley Cam. All right, Shirley, the live reading of the 1-star review.
Please.
Can we do this? Okay.
I'm rather ticked off right now.
Okay.
I bought a book on fairy tales, but got a radical book on woke politics.
Whoa!
It started out well,
Radical.
but then she started to poke the spitting needle. Oh my god!
What is that Sleeping Beauty? What is that?
Spitting needle.
That sounds like some like 8th grade insult or something. Yeah.
This California, please stay there. Author has bought the propaganda and is drunk on the Kool-Aid. I don't appreciate her touting women's issues as white supremacy or devoting its unfriendly chapter to President Trump. Seriously? This woman is supposed to be a folklore scholar, and this is what I paid hard-earned money for? I was almost willing to keep going for the fairy tale knowledge, but it's not worth it. She shot her credibility with this self-published drivel, which is foolish on her part because she does have good information and lays it out.
There you go!
Oh my god! But it's not enough of trash.
That's where you earn your star.
Mean-spirited, lying narratives pumping out of the radical liberal far-left propaganda machine.
Damn, you're a machine now.
I didn't buy this book. I didn't buy this book to read her ridiculous, childish, whitewashed opinions. I'm an independent woman with a mind of my own. This kind of crap is why women get a bad rap.
Okay, cut back to us for a second. Here's a lot of those are opinions. But just factually, how long have you been out of California?
I moved to Indiana in 2004 for my degree.
Yeah, what is she talking about? Like, stay in California. You've been in the Midwest for like almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Because what?
You do have a 5-star rating.
Okay.
It's because Californians, especially in the West, have been moving to all the other states. And so this was the case before, but it's especially the case now that when you really want to say, like, they're obviously.
Ah, yes.
That's an insult.
So,
All right.
she has a 5-star review though?
There's also a 5-star review. It's much shorter.
Okay.
Okay, 5-star review. Let's go. All right.
Second opinion.
Choked on air. Wonderful book. This book looks at the folklore and academic studies of fairy tales that have went on in the folklore program for over 100 years. She is an honored academic in the folklore world, and this book is great for folklore students, whether at academia or in the public sector. She brings about the representation of fairy tales that many of the storytellers and original writers wrote about, but was controversial in their time. Unfortunately, mainstream media has taken away the true meaning of fairy tales, and she has brought it back to the world.
Single-handedly?
Excellent read and representation of the folklore studies of fairy tales. Highly recommended.
What a machine!
Yes!
That was sweet.
All right, thank you for sitting there and allowing us to read unsolicited things that strangers have said about you. You are braver than any of us. Everyone in chat, louders and a round of applause for Jeana the Machine Jorgensen.
Cool, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Jeana.
Right?
Hey, William's back.
How's it going?
How long has it been?
Since
Like 9 days?
Well,
No, since you were on the show, dude.
October 4th, 3rd, something.
Something.
Yeah.
All right, you may recognize William from being on the show 2 weeks ago. William, reintroduce yourself to chat. If they need it, reintroduce yourself to chat.
I am the stranger in a strange land. I am not a folklorist. I'm in religious studies. Yeah, thank you.
Shouts out to Salvation.
And I'm a lecturer at the University of California, Santa Barbara. Yeah.
We talked about what you studied in last year's AFS,
Yes.
Live from AFS. I think I got like I think the whole schedule might have got derailed when I just as a Catholic wanted to talk about exorcisms for 10 minutes.
Let's do it.
No, what I wanted to say, if you were to ask me, if people are to come up to me today or this week and say, what's the best thing you saw at AFS? I keep telling them about your presentation where you invented the academic random number generator. But can you tell chat about what you presented this year?
Yes, I presented on Gothic horror and how you incorporate Gothic horror into tabletop games. In short, I don't know. In short,
What is our engineer doing?
Why do you need more whiteboards?
in short,
William, ignore them.
I guess so. Yeah. the horror genre is something that is very exploitative, and it is built on a system of victims and victimizers. And so to consume horror is to consume social subjugation. And a great way to provide the ultimate equalizer to all of that is gothic horror, gothic dread. That way we all suffer.
Yes!
Whether we deviate from conservative socialization or not, everything is bad. It's all going to hell. We're all going to suffer. And so that was the larger theme. And to your point,
yes, talk about the fucking dice, dude.
I had 3 games. 3 games. I spoke generally about what is going on as horror mechanics go as far as, and then whenever we moved to a specific, I gave you and 2 others, Samuel in the back, a die, and based on what they rolled is what game we spoke on in the moment. And I even gave you a card.
I had a rabbit's foot.
He had the rabbit's foot, which allows you to re-roll his die or an opponent's die. And so at a moment when Gwyneth rolled one, you were unpleased with it, ask her to re-roll it.
I don't know if I was unpleased. I was finally figuring out like the mechanics of the presentation, and I wanted to see like what it would do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I'm a huge fan of like it wasn't just a passive experience.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be engaging. I wanted it to be interactive. And so all of it had to fit into 20 minutes, and it was allowing for emergent gameplay and other things.
Gameplay.
Yes.
And you did like 3, so you had to have like 3 times as many of examples as you needed.
Yes.
Ready to go.
Yes.
For whatever the dice roll was.
Correct.
Ladders for that one, chat. Ladders in the chat. Okay, can I just pick up with the questions we didn't have time for during your interview?
Let's do it.
William, are we still living in the aftershocks of the Satanic Panic?
Absolutely.
Tell me about it.
So I'm actually in my strange world of the American Academy of Religion. This year, in November, I'll be presenting with a colleague of mine on the Satanic Panic in Italy.
Oh!
Because what is really studied well is the Satanic Panic in the United States from 1980 to 93. But the rite of exorcism gets revised in 98, and there's a course in Rome on exorcism in 2004.
Yes.
Now, to you, that may seem like a delay. Well, wait, there was all this Satanic Panic a decade earlier. But in Italy, there was a rise of crime involving, bizarre rituals and other things, as well as churches being burned, right, in Norway. And so Satanism is a global Catholic horror, right? And since Italy has the institutional power to reinforce itself as an institutional response, they then install a course on exorcism to confront the reality of Satanism. And so that is a sort of lost history that we're going to be piecing together in November, which I still find fascinating. And there's a new movie coming out on the 28th of October called Pray for the Devil, which is about an exorcism course. And a nun that is participating that wants to be an exorcist and so forth. And so this is still continuing today.
We're getting off topic like we always do, but do you know who Leo Zagami is?
No, who is Leo Zagami?
Oh my God. This is like a
Assume
rabbit
I know
hole.
no one.
Leo Zagami was one of the most popular like trance DJs in the 90s in Italy. And then he claims that he successfully got out of his satanic deprogramming, where he was a prince of the Illuminati and like ordered 9/11 to happen. Also, The Matrix is about him.
Cool.
He's the high priest of Matrixismo, and now he is InfoWars senior Vatican correspondent.
There you go.
I hope he comes up at this conference. Okay. And then what else do I want to ask? I want to ask you. Papers you saw this year. Papers you saw this year that you loved.
So I have to confess, I saw fewer.
Okay.
I've been working
if not papers, it can be events, it can be speeches, it can be anything.
I arrived late and just like woke up early, went to panels, then would like sleep, and then would like go to another one and then sleep some more.
Hell yeah.
And so I was able to see Daisies. I really enjoyed Daisies.
Oh, I didn't even see my own co-host's paper. I was asleep.
And so that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that. But outside of a paper, we played board games last night.
Yes.
And one of the ones that I was covering in my talk was Fury of
Dracula.
And so
is that Vlad Dracula right over there?
Yes, you may not recognize him as a winner. He won last night. He was victorious.
You may not recognize Jared as a winner.
And so, I'm kidding. But no, we're still very bitter about it.
I remember you saying in the presentation that Dracula is extremely OP.
Well, yeah. So Charles was playing with me too. He was the chair. He's the one coming up next. He can also.
We got Charles next.
If he cares,
Awesome.
he can also speak to our defeat.
Mm-hmm.
We were on a team. We lost with style. No grace, but it was at least style.
Disgraceful.
Yes. And so that was the first time we've done that, I believe, at this particular conference, and hope we do it again. It was a lot of fun.
I hope so too. Keep bringing them, and we'll keep doing them. Either chat at home or people in the audience. Do we have more William questions? It can be about. Oh, Jim! We got Diamond Jim Seaver in the studio audience. Jim, shout something at William.
Name a number between
We got time?
and 1,031.
Great.
42.
Dang it.
There's really that
On
many?
my phone.
There's really that many?
Yeah, I've been working on it since 2016. 42.
Okay.
No, this is real.
Okay.
What?
I can pick another number that's easier to access.
Yeah,
What?
I know. Sometimes I pick one closer but better. How regularly do you floss?
Oh, repeat that for the audience.
How regularly do you floss?
My wife invested in the home for both of us. We each have our own one, a water flosser.
Ooh.
Since then, much more regularly than was before.
Oh.
And so, yeah.
Have you ever hit anyone or anything with your car?
Not yet. No.
Yet.
Not yet. Always gotta leave room. Yeah. I've hit inanimate objects, but not living.
That counts.
Yes, anyone. I thought.
Or
no?
thing.
What was the question?
Have you ever hit anyone or anything with your car?
Oh, there was a
Anyone or
thing, forgive
anything.
me.
Yes,
Then
you've hit
I've
inanimate
hit
objects.
inanimate objects. Yes.
What fad or trend did you once follow that you now regret?
Oh, yes. I need to hear about you.
I am not a trendy man. I don't know if that is in any way surprising.
That's a punt.
Huh?
That is Did you have a Tamagotchi?
No, but like a fad?
Why would you regret a Tamagotchi?
Those little things like you throw in poop. It scares me.
I really don't know. I really am not a trendy person. I don't have a good answer to that. I'm sorry.
What's a skill that you had when you were younger but have since lost?
I'm still okay at it, but I used to be much better at drawing.
I've seen your drawings. They're great.
Well, I had the one I showed you. I drew the layout of it, and then I gave it to an ex-student of mine to clean up on Photoshop.
Got it.
And so you saw the improved version of it.
Yes.
The original one was much more crude. I can show it to you later. But I can still draw, but I used to be much more, skilled.
Can I ask the final question?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna play in Street Fighter 6 when it comes out?
I mean, I don't know yet, but I would assume it's Dalsum. But I'm gonna try it out.
Have you seen the new Dalsum skin?
He does.
He looks
cool.
so cool. It's kind of
I'm
weird seeing
gonna
him be
give it
like
a try.
floppy in 4K.
Yeah.
But his beard looks crisp.
A few things to connect it to our last meeting in the cyberspace.
Yes, yes.
I wore the Never Yield shirt.
Yes. Who are we playing, Daisy? Who are we playing Never Yield
props
with?
to an independent game.
Never Yield.
I've also brought a gift.
What?
For you and Daisy.
What? 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 Oh my fucking god!
I'm gonna also show.
It's the Helix and Bird Jesus.
So these are pins of Bird Helix and Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus.
Indeed, brother.
Bird Jesus.
Bird Jesus and the Helix.
And so, please.
Oh my
have
god.
one.
There is only one God. There's no God but the Helix, and the Bird Jesus is his prophet. Yeah.
I presented on this last year. You're very
I presented on this in
When are you doing
in
the
Long
collab
Beach.
YouTube essay? That's what I'm talking about.
When he contacts me.
10-year anniversary. I want it out on the date of the 10-year anniversary.
Let's do it.
That's like 2024.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So
this is our oath.
We're committing now.
We're committing to the bet. Are you taking my White Claw?
Oh, this is yours.
Yes.
So I presented on this at AR, the American Academy of Religion, last year, where I blew up the big banner that I showed you, and I got these pins, and it's on the back if anyone cares. She's on Etsy, Starsheep.
Starsheep sweaters.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah.
And so, she makes great stuff, and I got a few of them and passed them out, and so I still have many leftovers, and could think of no one better that I would love to share them with.
This is my favorite thing ever, William. At like a hearty ladder, poggers, and applause for William Chavez, returning champion.
Thank you.
Returning friend of the show, returning champion. Daisy, keep these somewhere for us.
I will.
Quilts have had meaning on many levels. Making quilts helped me to get a sense of my own space, sense of finding my way, sense of really working my way out of the labyrinth.